I'm sexy. I've got the look that drives and goes wild. I've got the move that really move. I said chill.
Yo, I think I got that down.
Yeah, that was nice, dude.
Lime, duh. Yeah. Let's do it again, baby. Hello. Whoa. Woo. What do I got?
Shock the system.
This is hot garbage.
Welcome to the Comedians of Wrestling podcast, a podcast where comedians dissect wrestling to an unhealthy degree.
Monday Night Raw is presented by Southern New Hampshire University.
I am your host, the host with the most viral stand-up about professional wrestling. Oh, maybe I'll post that shit again because the NBA Finals are soon, right? Mm-hmm. Or now?
Yeah.
I'll post that again.
Coming up.
That video got 3,000 views last week. Coming at you. Damn. Black, a.k.a. Donsky, Blackamora, a.k.a. Donnie Elkmeat, a.k.a. Donnie Capri from that time I went to Italy.
Thanks for nothing. You're dismissed.
Being prepared for a night she'll never forget.
Baby!
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Coming at you like Cleopatra, baby. Gabba, gabba, wee.
Roman Reigns is always here.
Gabba gabba wee, gabba gabba gay,
Yeah, gabba, wee. Oh, yeah, this girl, she be mine. And hop. Damn, she's fine. Wow, what up, jabroniacs? We're back in action for your satisfaction with all of our spicy, muy caliente wrestling reactions. I got my fucking cool shades on, baby. Oh, no. No, there's no thunder. There's no thunder in the summertime, baby. No way, baby. We're getting made in the shade, baby. We're getting paid in the shade in the summer.
Because it's
What am
not
I
just
talking
summer.
about?
It's
I have
not
no
just
idea.
summer, is it?
No, Newman, what is it?
It's fuckboy summer. Officially. Fuckboy summer.
Yeah. Look at these fucking men. Look at these eligible bachelors, ladies. Have your pick. Which one of these fucking degenerates that you want to get your hands on, folks? Nick Tullo, double chest plate tattoos from Long Island. Nasty. What's up, Tullo? That's your intro.
Oh, sweet. 3:55 p.m. It's Tullo time. I'm not saying fucking Central Daylight Time anymore. It's Tullo time.
You done with that? Tullo, I got to tell you, your look is, Austin is looking good on you.
Fuck yeah, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. It's a fuckboy summer, so you know.
Does that chain, that chain looks like it weighs 45 pounds.
Easily, baby. Nothing but the best for the tiptoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Newman, oh my God, Newman is coming out. I think he's recording his album right now, or at least producing an album for, I don't know, like what
Steely Dan.
Full on, yeah, Steely Dan. It's like Doobie Brothers, like a yacht. You're like a yacht rock music producer.
Yeah.
Nasty Newman, what is up?
What up? DJ Chest Hair out here, full effect. Fuckboy summer.
Mm-hmm.
We got the curlies flying on the chest.
What up?
Feeling good. Feeling great.
I love that for you. And by the way, we don't really always acknowledge him, but he's I don't know why I played that, but we don't always acknowledge him. But he is here. He's in the background right now. The smooth operator, Phil Pesapane. How are you, Phil? Can we hear from you on the main pod? We always hear from you in the bonus pods. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Dan?
I'm doing all right. You know what? You sound
long-time listener.
You answered. Look at us bringing the flair, baby. And then you answered so boringly. I shouldn't have went to you. I shouldn't have went to you.
Well, I'm wearing just a T-shirt. So,
Okay.
You know?
Whose fault is that?
I wasn't feeling it. It's not.
It's my
bones
fault.
Right now.
I take full responsibility for that.
I think he looks hot. I think he's a fuckboy.
And the winner of that match will go on to face Drew McIntyre for the
Everybody, before we get into the pod today, we got a lot to say. We got a lot to cover. Take off the shades. Patreon.com/Comedians Wrestling. Get access to our bonus episode. Support the podcast. We do this pod on our own. The shit is grassroots. Get access to our bonus episode, the chaos episodes, where you never know what is going to happen, what we're going to talk about.
The Jabrones.
Come out Friday mornings, sometimes Friday afternoon. Sometimes we record them early Friday, so they come out a little later on Friday. But they come out on Friday. It's me and Nick Tullo, and they've been a blast. We're interacting with you guys, answering your questions on the Discord, stuff we didn't cover on the main pod. They're many would argue essential listening. So check that out, patreon.com/Comedians Wrestling. Also, the Cal Movie Club in full effect. Aaron and I putting out an episode this week for The Expendables. That'll be coming out, I think, Friday as well. Cool. Good. Now,
A lot of violence.
Unironically good movie.
Yeah, a lot of violence.
I just brewed up a
Oh, shit, I have a coffee.
Starbucks
Get
Sumatra
that coffee,
blend.
King. Get
you
that
know?
coffee, King. Get that
What I
coffee,
would
King.
say, which I call the Sumatra, I call it the Sinatra, obviously. You got the Sinatra.
Frank Sumatra, right?
Can I have
right,
the Frank Sumatra? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mickey Mickey Brown Eyes.
And
you know?
beans. I've roasted a few.
Beans. I don't have anything clever for that. Fly
Yeah,
me to the coffee, the Starbucks, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
This is gonna
Fly
kill
Me
me.
to the
What's
Brew?
another one of his songs? What
are you looking for?
I'm blanking on Sinatra because I'm such
Sinatra
a phony
songs.
Italian. Because I'm such a fake Italian.
New York.
Yeah, how's that gonna work for coffee? Wow, this guys.
We're just gonna pitch. We're just gonna pitch around a little bit, and
Listen, man. You know
We'll put it on
we're
the
rapping
whiteboard.
in the studio right now. We're not. It's not all gonna be hits.
I mean, you need a
Okay.
DJ Khaled song? I can give you a DJ Khaled song. I mean, Fuckboy Summer, not no Sinatra.
Why DJ Khaled over Sinatra?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, Tulo? All right. Anyway, so let's move on here. I'm actually going to get serious for a second here, which
Whoa.
is going to shift the energy entirely, but is completely necessary and something I feel compelled to do. So I apologize for that, but we will get back on track because the person I'm about to speak with would want this pod to keep going the way it has been going, and as many of you. Okay. So, Jamie, my wife, which people know, my wife and I are separated, which is not a secret. Her father, Mark Lee, passed away this week. And the reason I bring it up on the podcast here is because he's just an incredible guy, amazing guy, and was a listener and supporter of Cow Podcast since very, very early on. Would constantly text me about the show, listen to so many, if not every episode of this podcast, has no interest in wrestling at all. He's bought every single piece of merch we've ever put out. You know, even when I'm like, hey, I'll get it to you free. He's like, no, I want to buy it. He always wanted to support the podcast. Every single picture I have of him in my phone I was going through, he's wearing the black cow hoodie. Like, he was a big supporter of this podcast. And he was such a, so rare, you know, like such a, I'd say he was such a kind, like, compassionate guy. I mean, it's like, but such a, was an artist himself, but also was a supporter of the arts. He was a rock and roll promoter for a very long time. Would like have venues and host bands. Was just like such a well-read man, like just intelligent fucking guy. But most importantly, just a supporter of people's creativity in a way that is so rare, and was always such a warm presence for me. To not give him a shout out on this podcast and like to say that to lose a listener like him, and not to mention the pain that other people are going through, who, everyone is, but so I want to do, what can you say? I'm always bad at this kind of stuff, but we do it. I just want to read a couple texts he had sent to me, I think on the air, just to say, like, just the kind of guy that he was. Like, hey, Dan, this is from March. Listen to your podcast yesterday. Was rocking. Thoroughly enjoyed. You really have it down. And then he was like, be sure to get your shots. He was trying to tell me to get my vaccine. And then he had said, your podcast is better than ever. And I'm proud of you, and I'm a huge believer in Dan Black. And then he said WWF and Taco Bell forever, because I was in a Taco Bell commercial. But just to give you an idea of just the type of person Mark Lee was, and a listener to this podcast, just a supporter of this of what we do here, of Art and me. I mean, I said it all. There's how could you sum up a human being in a minute on a podcast? But I just wanted to thank him for that support, and just know, like, that I was thinking about him, and So there's that, Mark, and the show will go on pushing through that, but just thank you. So I don't know how to transition off of that.
Thanks for sharing, Dan. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you for sharing.
I don't know how to transition off that. There's no
it's-
easy way to do it.
It's important
There's
to share that stuff. So thank you.
Here's the transition.
But
Mark was a supporter of the show, which means he supports Fuckboy Summer. So, in honor of Mark, we're gonna keep Fuckboy
glasses
Summer
back
going.
on. We're going
Yep.
glasses back on.
Yeah.
This Fuckboy
This is
let me
how
tell
Mark
you,
wanted it.
is for Mark Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I have a great way to kick off a Rock Fuckboy Summer to talk about another supporter of the show, a many-time guest of the show, former referee of a cow match, from Zoe's Extraordinary's playlist, Pitch Perfect, Skylar Pitch Mr. Perfect, Astin. Here's an exciting announcement. Put out his first single today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And I immediately texted him and said, obviously on Cal Pod, we're going to rep your fucking single.
Let's
okay?
fucking go.
Let's go.
So check it out on Spotify right now. Coming at you. I don't know if that's the best place, but it's on Spotify.
I think it's
so sorry,
everywhere.
Skylar, if that's like, I don't know. I do everything on Spotify. But we're going to listen to Skylar's new single. Go on there, follow him. I know he's recording a bunch. To be honest, I've been trying to hang out with Skylar. He's like, yo, I'm holed up in the studio. And, nothing.
Let's go.
Nothing I respect more than someone like, yo, hold up, making art, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
And so this is Skylar's single. Coming at you, everybody. Skylar Astin, Without You, now on Spotify. Go follow him, and hold on, it's not playing. So, and here it is, everybody, coming at you. Skylar Astin's Without You. Here it is, and
Coming at you.
yeah, without you, I miss you. This is
SK.
My name is SK.
LAR.
Single Y, single L, A, single R, A, single S, double T, I,
Double T.
N. That's how I spell Skylar Astin. So anyway, here we go. Coming at you without you, Skylar Astin. Let's go!
Come on. It's Fuckboy Summer.
Expecting to feel the
Welcome to WrestleMania 39,
Yo.
Los Angeles, California.
It ain't really gonna happen.
I can fade him.
You try to remix it?
All right, an obvious banger by Skylar Astin coming at
Let's
you,
go, fire me
everybody.
up.
Go subscribe on Spotify right now or whatever he's doing. Check his Instagram at Skylar Astin.
Yeah, it was really fun producing that record for Skylar.
Oh, yeah, Newman was the producer on that record. Fun fact.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Tell us
really
a
fun.
studio story. What happened there?
Well, look, all I'm going to say is there was quite a few substances the government might consider to be on a certain schedule number 1
like marijuana?
list.
Marijuana?
Lots of marijuana.
It was all weed, which is still federally
All
illegal.
weed. Recreational in this beautiful state. And we holed up for 3 days recording that track.
You love
Lots
to
of-
hear it, folks.
Lots of coke, too.
All right, now before we keep going, let's
Hey now.
while we got while I'm plugged in to music. Oh no, I mean this is just gonna get this episode taken down. I'm gonna cut this out. All right, Skylar, who knows? Skylar might report us. Imagine Skylar reported us.
DCMA's us, yeah.
Skylar is a cease and desist for us about his song. Like, bro, I was trying to promote your music. He's like, yeah, but you stole it. And then all of a sudden, I got to kick him through the fucking barbershop window.
Fuck.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look that drives a girl wild. I've got the move that really move. I said chill.
Yo, I think I got that down.
Yeah, that was nice, dude.
Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I make them hot. I make them shizzle. Their knees get weak. Whenever I'm around, they see me walk. They see me talk. They make them feel like
line.
a rock cloud nine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
Yo, fun
I'm
fact.
just a sexy boy.
What are we even doing today? Who cares?
Fuck it.
Yo, everybody,
Fuckboy Summer.
grab your motherfucking Trulies.
Go.
This podcast
Got a
is completely
bubbly
formed.
in my
It's
hand.
a Fuckboy Summer podcast, everybody.
Let's go. Let's
Wah,
go.
wah, 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 wah.
It's in the breaking. I'm on my way there. All right.
It's really nice.
Had a dream that I made it here in the spotlight. Woke up, see my life in the shade. No, it's not quite. Hustling every day, I'm on my way to that shop light.
Yo, coming at you, everybody. Wrestling Radio 101. Gabba, Gabba, we, everybody.
I have voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me.
You got choosing your religion all desire. Yo, this is just karaoke, wrestling karaoke.
When rules start getting broken, you
I mean,
start
this is what entertainment is now, anyway.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
people singing other people's songs and shit.
That's it.
Savior hates to lie.
Lip syncing poorly.
I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your faith.
Yo. I hear voices crying. I see heroes dying. I taste blood that's flying. Oh, yeah.
I have voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. They talk to me.
All right, fun fact. So today I'm at the gym, right? Coming at you. And so I'm at the gym. And I'm like, it's at the end of my workout, right? Like, my workouts are timed, you know what I mean? So they'll be like, yo, 10, 9, 8, you know, like.
Yeah. You doing circuits? What are you doing?
Yeah, I do like. So what I do is I lift heavy, and then when I'm done with my heavy lifts, all circuits till burnout, right?
Yeah.
So you saw like my videos on @Attack Chick to Instagram.
Rocking those
I do those
push-ups.
push-ups with the plates on my back.
Yeah.
That's the end of my workout, man. Like that's like to burn out. So I'll do 3
insane.
plates.
I wanna be
then
able
I
to
go
do one
2,
push-up.
then I go 1, and then I go 0. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm in the push-up position on the ground, and then I take the plates off, and I'm standing there, and I look in the mirror, and I'm all pumped up, and I'm sweaty. And then I just started fucking Randy Ortoning the floor, like getting ready to fucking RKO somebody. And you know what? I just was like, and I was just like, oh, I have these moments. I go, wrestling is the fucking best. Like wrestling, you know what I mean? Where I'm like,
As a concept, yes.
as a concept, like the character of Randy Orton right now, like if I were Randy Orton in the wild right now, he has such a clear character game where he's like, oh, now's a good time to pounce. And then I was like, damn it. I looked around and Phil wasn't there. You know, Phil Del Castello works out of my gym. There's a couple other marks in there. I was like, there's no one I could RKO right now. But what's unbelievable is that if one of you guys were there and I went for an RKO, you would see me hit the ground once and know that you would take one of these.
Yeah, I would aimlessly walk through the middle of the gym, be like,
Yeah.
what was that?
That's why wrestling is the fucking best. And I'll never try to explain it to anyone. Who gives a shit? You don't like it? What are you watching? The ballet, eat a dick salad. All right, what are we talking about? Here's the deal.
How much it takes?
I forgot to tell everyone that I'm the greatest podcaster.
And
that I'm the funniest podcaster in the universe.
Yeah.
And if you stop listening to this podcast, I'll fucking kill you. I forgot to tell you that. But
I forgot about that.
I forgot to threaten
stipulation.
everyone's life.
no, they know.
All right, I'm gonna do something fucking crazy right now because I'm
yes.
feeling. This is not in my notes even. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Here's
what's
what
about
I'm
to
gonna
happen?
do. I'm gonna do something.
Fuckboy
I'm gonna do
Summer's
something
got
that I
banned.
shouldn't do. Actually, to be honest, this is very reckless of me, but I don't give a shit. Okay.
I think
I'm going to guarantee a cow show in Vegas SummerSlam weekend. How about that?
Wow.
How about that reckless fucking behavior? In
That
some
sounds
capacity, we will have a cow event. I will perform in Vegas SummerSlam weekend. I have no other details. Still working out a lot of that, but fuck it. It's gonna happen. I will will it into existence like I've done every other event that we've ever done. The wheels are already in motion, but whatever. I want people as excited as I am for this concept, and I'm telling you now. What do you guys think about that, Tullo? What do you think about that?
I'm fired the fuck up. I mean, obviously, we're going to do something SummerSlam weekend. It's
Yeah.
Vegas, baby. Vegas. Come on. It's Vegas. What are you doing? I mean,
We'll
of
be
course
doing
we're going to do a
something.
cat show.
I don't know
Of
exactly
course.
all the details of it.
You're making guarantees. You're making guarantees that we're gonna have a show in Vegas. Well,
Yeah.
I got a guarantee for you.
Oh
Okay.
my God! Shit. Wait, hold on. Let me lower the cage for you.
You're talking about rolling up to Las Vegas,
Nevada?
Nevada. Guaranteed
You talk about Nevada?
SummerSlam weekend. Nevada, guaranteed.
Yeah. What are you gonna guarantee?
I guarantee you that Nasty Newman will also be in Vegas SummerSlam weekend, guaranteed.
Woo! Wow.
You're going to walk there? Make a stop in Joshua Tree?
I might
Wow.
go to Joshua Tree first and open up a portal with my mind's eye and step directly into the Luxor Hotel through that portal.
I mean,
That's fucking great. Tullo, do you have something to say?
yeah, it's a fuckboy summer. You know, I already have a ticket to SummerSlam. Tickets went on sale. Bought a single ticket on the floor by myself. I
Really?
did it.
Is
Yeah.
that- oh my God.
424. Come find your boy. One of the stops on the Supermarket Summer Tour, baby. Las Vegas
Are we
Nevada.
seeing John?
Yeah, we're seeing
Are
him
we
on
seeing
Friday on
John?
SmackDown.
Are we seeing John Cena at SummerSlam?
100%.
No, we're not.
Oh, you can't see him. Trick
see
question. Yo.
Every time.
Hey,
That's me every time.
By the way, we're going to talk about wrestling, but before we do, why don't we head on over to Meme Corner? What do you guys say?
This is the best podcast. I love this podcast.
Meme Corner. Meme Corner. I got it. Meme Corner. Meme Corner. It's the motherfucking Meme Corner. Yo, Phil, let's start off the memes. What do we got? I'm gonna take my glasses off for this. Yo, here's it. Rematch in the bank. New pay-per-view coming at you, everybody. Check it out.
We're getting Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre. Maybe Bailey versus Sasha Banks.
I didn't even look at the card. I just thought this was fucking funny. Rematch in the bank is so funny.
Man, so good.
Oh, man. People are ripping on WWE right now, and it's a blast.
And they deserve it.
They deserve it.
Ooh, every single step of the way.
Who's excited for the rematch in the bank? All right. All right, let's go. Next meme. Yo, this is from Brazzers, a porn site. Said, hey, WWE, let us know if you need advice on how to craft logical and coherent storylines with satisfying finishes. Hashtag Hell in a Cell.
Man, my coffee almost just went everywhere.
Bodied, straight bodied by a porn site.
Murdered.
Bodied by a porn site, bro.
Yeah.
Bodied.
That's so fucking funny. Who tweeted that out from Brazzers?
Fucking Don Rickles.
I mean, a Brazzers match would never end up. A Brazzers match would never end with a small package. Hey,
what's Brazzers?
Tullo's first joke.
That's Tullo's first joke, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Let's go.
What's Brazzers?
Yo, Tullo, that joke was one of my guys.
Phil doesn't watch. Phil doesn't watch Brazzers because it's not haram.
What does that mean?
No, it is haram. It's
I've never
forbidden.
watched porn, so I don't know. Is it a porn site? I never watched porn
you don't fuck with porn, Phil?
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. Do you not support sex? Do you not support sex workers, Phil? I'm sorry, bro. Do you not support sex workers? Are you not sex positive, bro?
All right, next. Let's get the next meme. I got a bunch of them today. I think some of these are. Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
Nothing. I just don't think. I think I'm just shocked that Phil doesn't support sex work.
Phil's sex negative. Phil, are you sex negative? Are you willing to go on the record as being sex negative?
Absolutely not. I'm sex positive.
This is Phil's bedroom. We have recorded audio.
Low key probably is though.
Yeah, this is
sound bowls.
This is from this is Newman's from Newman's bedroom.
Oh yeah,
right.
Just he's playing his bass.
Yeah. While in the act.
All right, next meme. Yeah.
What is this?
What
is this?
Phil, can you read this? This is what I posted this about last week. Someone made this meme. This is a homegrown cow meme.
You want me to read it?
It's Andrade sitting down having his interview. Well, by the way, I'm driving Sienna almost. You guys know that. Andrade Sienna almost. El Idolo talking to JR, El Barbecue Sauso. And what does it say?
El Barbacoa.
Nick Tullo and I are fine. He and I don't gotta agree about how to handle Jason Shabiro. I can't say his name. Jason Shabiro. Tullo has never went toe to toe with his best friend. It changes you. Shebs and I go way back. Life is messy. We will never be 100%, but he is the cow champ, and my allegiance is to that title and the podcast. My loss in Hawaii was my fault. I hesitated. I will never ever make that mistake again. # responsible era alive. Son
lives on,
bro.
I think Phil might not only be sex negative. I think he might be text negative as well.
And then it's got Andrade looking like it actually looks like Tullo. And it says # Team Tullo. You know, which I don't know. Whatever. All right, next meme.
Wow. Okay.
Next meme.
Thanks for putting that up and
this.
showing that there's people that show support for me and can see through.
There's
your
nothing.
bullshit,
There's
but that's
we
fine.
have no beef, bro. So I don't
No,
know
it's
why
fine.
you're
No,
even.
Yeah.
We have
I'm
no
glad
beef. You could disagree without having.
I mean,
beef. Do we have any fucking beef here?
You speak for me like your property. I mean, Nick Tullo and I are fine. Like what? Okay. I mean, that's fine.
I've podcasted with you a couple times since that moment, and we haven't been fighting. I mean, including we've been getting along today. So I didn't speak for you. I spoke through my experience. Do you have a rebuttal?
Oh, Team Tullo, whatever. The
only one being hostile is you.
Whatever.
Next meme, please. It says you could die a hero and live long enough to become the villain. And then it says you could die a hero. It's Macho Man, Warrior, and Piper. And then it's on the bottom or live long enough to become the villain. And it's Hogan. Now, this meme actually sucks because Warrior was definitely not a hero when he died. But he does have the Warrior wing, right?
Right. Well, yeah. But was he vilified? Did people knew he was like? It was like right before he died. Everyone was like, "This guy's a crazy homophobe." Right. That happened before he died.
Yeah, but you know, people forgive the wrestlers, the old generation of wrestlers, for being homophobic. They don't forgive them for.
Well, I mean,
being an absolute. Because if they don't forgive him when they don't go back on it, like, you know what I mean? They don't you know what I mean? Like he fucking dug his heels in with his shit. But he was like a huge Fox News guy. What was his whole routine? I don't know. I don't really know. Actually, I don't really follow Warrior shit. I only followed the stuff he did when he was active. That's the only shit I'm interested in with Warrior. Like when he walked out on the company, he was like, "I'll be at home unless you match my money." And then Vince was like, "I'll match your money." And then he came back, and then Vince fired him the next day. All right, next meme. Oh shit! Sorry about that.
Oh shit!
Sorry about that. Just
I mean,
I don't know how that got in there. I don't know how that got in there. Just be
man, fuckboy summer. Holy shit!
getting absolutely shredded. All right. Oh, this is a great one.
Oh my
God! It says when the couple on vacation buying you drinks start giving you this look, and it's Braun and Alexa, and they're sitting on one side of the table drinking Coca-Colas and just looking. And that's a perfect caption, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a perfect meme.
That's a perfect meme.
We got
it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
And they also totally look. They look like a couple. They look like a couple that listens to country.
They reek of Florida.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
this is Orlando's finest right here.
What's going on with Braun? He says
do you
he's
say
retired,
no though?
right?
I mean, well, he preemptively retired himself through relative circumstance.
I think I read that
if he's not with WWE, he's going to quit wrestling, or he's not going to wrestle anymore.
Well, I posted that last week, but I think I also read that he had said, "Yeah, look at his face. Oh my God, the dude looks hungry as fuck, thirsty. All of these, fee fi fo fum."
That's the vibe you're getting from him.
Yeah. And let me tell you, Braun Strowman. Oh, all right. So what Braun Strowman said was, I'd read, is that he's open to book. His price was like 5 figures, so it probably cost like $50,000 to book him or something, something crazy. And then he was like,
if I were him, I'd say 6. What the fuck's he doing?
No,
5
just
figures?
for a single match. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it.
And so I think he was essentially saying like, "Yo, I'm available, but like I also don't need to wrestle." Like that's the vibe he's putting out. He's like, I think he says he's set for life, like with money. I think he's okay.
Right.
So I think that's the
good
vibe
for
he's
him,
putting out.
if that's the case.
Sure, but he'll wrestle again. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know. And I mean, AEW is gonna sign him. Let's be real.
Yeah.
What they should do is sign Braun. And then have the super heavyweight division, like where it's like Big Show and Mark Henry and like Lance Archer and Brian Cage, like all the have like something above champion,
beef division.
A super
the
heavyweight
FTW.
division is like so fucking awesome. That'd be so.
They got the
awesome.
FTW. Just use the FTW title for that.
No,
It's
I want
perfect.
it cult super heavyweight. I want a super heavyweight.
No,
title.
but that's what I'm saying. Only super heavyweights can challenge for that title.
Ultra
Can't have like a can't have a
but
Marco
that title
Stunt.
is like ECW legacy of like more hardcore vibe. Like that's why I don't like.
I mean,
totally
it's
love
irrelevant anyway. So.
Yeah.
We have another meme.
Yeah. People that normally shop at Target when they go inside of Walmart, and it's Regal and Triple H, and they're full on What is that? They're full on like
like gentry clothing.
Yeah. What are those signs though? Are those like Aquarius? Are those like
Yeah, why are they? Why is there
Taurus?
yeah?
And
Those
like,
are
Pisces?
astrological signs,
Aquarius?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aquarius.
It's probably because this picture's from a different meme.
Wait, is this the Aquarius sign?
Yeah.
I want to say that's Pisces.
That
No,
doesn't look
Pisces
like it.
is.
Isn't it
fish.
Aquarius like waves or whatever? I don't
like-
know.
That
Yeah,
other
that's
thing
two
doesn't look
waves.
like a
Hold on, I
fucking
know what it
bull,
is.
so looks like a fucking alien.
Are we,
Yeah, I don't
going,
know.
are we
What
doing
the
a meme
fuck, man?
analysis?
Yeah, this one
Oh,
is
it's
just
Aquarius.
the picture is really funny. I think
Dating
that
a
the,
witch, I know.
Wait, I think that you could do. There's a better caption for this. You know, but
I mean, I give it a B plus for the
like
class
this.
the class critique that it offers
We're gonna have to get a meme scale
from
going.
a leftist perspective.
Dangling.
all right, next one. That I just saw on Father's Day. It's Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan. Happy Father's Day to what the most dud of an angle ever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what a
Somehow.
ridiculous thing to be in kayfabe. But man, Jason Jordan, that guy he'd be champion by now, probably,
Yeah.
right?
He was getting
That
really
guy
good.
was like
He was-
on the
and he was
fucking-
getting the push. They loved
'Cause-
him there.
He was getting the push. I walked by him when I was backstage. He's a maybe still was a producer at on Raw when I was there, and huge. The guy was he looked awesome, and remember he was really finding it. I mean, he could have had some great feuds with Roman at this point. What a fucking bummer, man.
Yeah. It's a
What
real
a
shame.
bummer. Do you think but Edge came back, Daniel Bryan did it. You're like, why can some guys come back and then others they can't? Just it's got to be such a fucking slight thing in the neck, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it must be that. It must just be like the difference between like this type of injury and that type of injury. With the
Stone
neck.
Cold came back, Lita came back.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah. Anyway, what a kind of a bummer that guy. I thought he had a lot of potential. Tullo, what are you fanning yourself with Keish?
Yeah, it's hot. It's fuckboy summer out here in Austin. It's fucking scorching.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got the screen door open so so the dogs can go in and out, so I'm not bothered. But yeah, it's,
If it gets cold in there, do you light those on fire?
oh yeah. Great. What's that called? Great.
Tinder?
Yep. And I also swipe right.
Don't you
too.
know about Tinder? Yeah,
a lot, especially nowadays, cause
It's fuckboy summer.
It's fuckboy summer.
Have you been apping it up in Austin?
Man, I'm over fucking dating apps, dude.
No?
It's easier. I just go to the pool and
Yeah, I was
and
saying,
hang
how's
out.
the pool? So you moved into this. You tell me if I'm going too far here, but
No,
you
no,
live in
go,
this
go.
complex. What is the situation there? Is it a Love Island kind of vibe, or what are we looking at?
Well, I had a Saturday recently.
Yeah, I
at
heard
the
about your
pool.
blackout. I heard
Yeah.
about your blackout.
I got to the pool around like 1-ish or so, and
Yeah.
then the next thing I knew, I woke up on my couch in my bathing suit. Had no idea what happened, but yeah, man, it's a vibe at the pool. It's definitely fuckboy summer territory. A lot of great people. Everybody was playing beer pong in the pool. There was music. There was some Drake on. You know, when Drake comes on, I mean, Madon. I mean,
The
they might
patron
as-
saint of
yeah.
fuckboys.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yo,
So,
Drake
yeah.
from State Farm.
But it's a great place to be. It's a great place.
The other day they played a Drake song at my gym, and I was like, "Damn it! I was just forgetting this one." What's the one? Damn it! I guess I forgot it again already. But it was the
Yeah.
one that was like it repeats over and fucking over. You know,
I mean, that's every single Drake
It doesn't
song.
narrow it down.
it's
I go 0 to 100 real quick, real fucking quick.
Nah,
I go
nah,
0
nah,
to 100.
nah,
Not
nah.
that one. Is it? I'm a pop
No, started
star.
from the bottom. Now we're
Oh,
here.
started from the
right?
bottom, now
And it
we're
just
here.
keeps going. Started on the bottom. Now we're here. And is that the whole song?
Yeah.
Is there,
Yeah.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Every Drake song.
Started
is like
from the
that.
bottom. Now
That's why
we're
they're
here.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, they are great. If you find something good, stick with it. You know. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Next meeting. Yo, this was my text chain with Aaron the other day. I go, picking you up in 5 to hit the MGK concert. It's a concert because his album went platinum. She goes, oh shit, see you in 5. I go, are you serious? I'm actually coming, leaving now. Give me 1 sec. And I said, it's part of Fuckboy Summer. You gotta. Picked her up in 5 minutes. We went to Venice and watched MGK.
That's fucking amazing.
That's the magic of FBS.
Erin is ride or die. Erin is the queen of fuckboy summer.
Yeah, it's great. We have a lot planned. We're talking about having a theme party.
Oh,
Yeah, we got things planned. We have the Vegas. We're gonna top it all off with this Vegas show that's not planned. A lot going down. What's next? Yo, what was this? What was this one? It's just me. All the useless. So it's The Rock holding a huge duffel. It looks like. And it says all the useless wrestling knowledge I'm ready to drop into an ordinary conversation at a moment's notice. And then on The Rock it says me. Oh man, that's a perfect meme. That's a great fucking meme.
Hang on, Phil. Keep going through the memes if we have them. Phil, I'm gonna send you a meme that I made.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we're gonna analyze it.
Yeah. I had too many memes today. Oh yeah, it says no one. Grounded 13-year-old girl listening to My Chemical Romance, and it's Jericho when he had the Painmaker mask of pain on his face. Little T emo.
I just had a panic attack when Phil went back into the things, and I saw a shirtless body, and I thought it was something we weren't supposed to see. It's just picture. It's just you.
Nah, that's fine. I'll post it on the gram later. What's next? Yo, this is Hell in a Cell door. It's a duck going through a broken gate. It says Hell in a Cell cage door, and then the duck's called Kane.
Or anybody.
All right, that's great. All right, that's enough memes. Load up the Newman's one because I want to talk about wrestling. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah. I
What are we,
wasn't
an
sure
hour
we were
in?
gonna get.
How do I get it to you, Phil? What's the best way to get it to you?
Drop it in our Discord.
Just DM it to me on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, slide into Phil's DMs. Drop that meme in his Discord.
All right, I read a rumor. Well, actually, let's just. Oh man, this is not wrestling related. I'm gonna.
It's fine. Let's just keep doing it. We'll get to it eventually. We'll get to wrestling eventually.
Okay. Did you see that video I sent you guys of? It's Drew doing the Austin 316 thing.
Oh my god.
So
Yes.
it's I was really looking at this, and I'm always thinking about why wrestling doesn't like fire on all cylinders lately, because they really do have some great talent, and obviously they're in the Thunderdome, so it's that. But I saw this thing and I was like, man, like Drew and Lashley had the best match at Hell in a Cell by far. They beat the shit out of each other. What is this? Oh, meme. Oh my god. It's what's his name from No Country for Old Men choking a dude out, right?
Yep. Anton Chigurh.
Anton Chigurh, just pure evil incarnate, right? It says he's choking someone out, smiling, and it says talking about wrestling, every conversation talking about wrestling.
Well, the guy that's getting choked out is every conversation, and his arms choking him.
Yes, you described that correctly.
Or talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
Just forcing it upon them and smothering them to death until they're just like, okay.
Until they submit.
It's so
A+,
crazy
A+.
when like somehow it even comes up and like my ears just go bing, and I'm like, oh, you like wrestling? Get out of here.
So, all right. So, this thing, it's like, all right. So, all right. Let's just show it on here because like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
But I'm trying. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Talk about your Psalms. Talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Okay. And he's wearing an Austin 316 shirt, and they're clearly trying to like celebrate like 25 years of Stone Cold or whatever the fuck they're doing. But like, and like, I guess my question is, so they're not doing it on the show. It's for social media, But like, man, I'm watching these old Stone Cold interviews on the podcast, and it's like Foley and Taker and these older guys, and Stone Cold himself, and they felt like their characters mattered so much, and the clarity of their characters mattered so much, and preserving it, expanding it, respecting it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Growing it, thinking about like, all right, if this is true, what else is true with this character? If this character is, how is this character feeling? And then they started blending, like that great clip of Stone Cold where they're like, oh, the difference between Stone Cold Steve Austin, the man, and the wrestler is, I don't even know. Like, you know what I mean? That's how his AD documentary starts. So you're like, how are these guys going to like get there when they have to constantly break it or something? You know, like why isn't it use their time better to be like, what's Drew doing? Does he go back to Scotland? Right?
Right.
Like, what is his? Like, you know what I mean? And so when they do shit like this, it's like I guess we could be overthinking it, but there's not enough of the other. There's not enough of locking these characters in and making them giving the clarity in your mind, and like having you become vested in them. That this stuff always rubs me the wrong way. Where are you guys at?
It felt like he was backstage and they just recorded it in like one take, and he really kind of didn't even know what it was for, and delivered, just did it, and
Read these cue cards.
that's it. It feels like I can smell the like social media on it.
Well, my big problem with it too is that they have a guy using a stunner, going by stun everyone, and they don't use him for it. Like, use Kevin Owens.
I mean,
Wouldn't
that's a
that help
great
the
call.
stunner get over? Like,
Brazzers
why-
would get that.
Brazzers would. Well,
Brazzers
well,
would
yeah,
get
I know they. I don't know why they don't just bring
Yeah.
in Donnie Brazzers.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie Brazzers would kill it on this.
Johnny Sins. Get Johnny Sins on it.
Yeah,
I was gonna make a porn analogy to that, but I just I said.
I've never watched porn. Who is
Oh
that?
yeah,
He's a sex worker, Phil. He's a sex
Oh,
worker.
okay. All right.
Hey, don't get worked by a sex worker. So anyway, it's just a random lame thing. But let's just jump in. We'll talk about Hell in a Cell. We'll jump around a little bit, but Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. And by the way, just fun fact: Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley's the first guy to have a Hell in a Cell 2 nights in a row ever, right?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's right.
Which is pretty fucking cool. I mean, Jesus Christ, they're beating that guy up. I mean, he got destroyed on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Vince is like, you're going back in the cell again. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that job, what that job is like? Because I've asked wrestlers before. It's one of my first questions I've asked wrestlers is I'm like, how much say do you have in, like, what kind of match you get and stuff? Like, meaning, can you say, like, I don't want to go in a cage? Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you be like, yo, my body's not really feeling up to a cage? And then every wrestler's kind of like, no, not at all. Like, they just tell you that. That's part of the fucking job. Like, if you say that, you're, like, essentially turning down a match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my question is like, did they tell Bobby that he was going to have that match on Raw, or did he show up to work thinking he was going to have the night off, cut a couple promos, and then they were like, all right, you're going back in the cell against Xavier Woods tonight. And he's like,
Bro, he literally had a gash on his shoulder that looked
that
like
was
the fucking Stranger Things monster was coming out of his, right? You saw that? Like,
Yeah.
it was like that fucking in your mouth pink. That's way too
Mouth-
deep of a cut. You know what I
this
mean?
is the cut on it. This is the
Like,
exact thing
yeah,
you're talking about,
exactly.
dude.
That's Bobby's shoulder was like that. Like, it was like a portal.
An interdimensional fissure.
But yo, also on WWE.com, on Drew, you could see his back after the match.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Destroyed. Match was sick, but ultimately, I'm jumping around a little bit, but it's a bummer because we don't care about that feud. You know, like people were not that like the match was good.
Well, I'm pissed at something, and it's the foreshadowing that they're doing to give the briefcase to McIntyre, which I think would be a huge problem. Like, not the right decision because he's not allowed to challenge against Bobby while Bobby is champion now. So he loses his Money in the Bank qualifier match via a roll up, dare I say, small package
against Riddle.
against Riddle, and now he's in another match against Orton and AJ to qualify back in. You know he's gonna win that, or I hope he loses. You know, and then he goes away for a little bit because I think Drew's gone. He did an insane job during the pandemic, but man, is he stale, like big time. Like even the sword and all the pyro, nothing's really helping him right now. And I think he should just either go away and definitely don't win the fucking briefcase stuff. That would be so silly. But but history will tell us that Vince would do that because he would just, it's an easy booking for him. He doesn't have to overthink it, you know?
Right. I
thought he was about to like choke or something.
No, I think sorry, my headset came out for a sec. Yeah. So, but cool. But that being said, the Hell in Cell paper we watched together in the Thunderdome. The best part was just hanging with everyone. But like the pay per view was definitely weak.
Boring.
It was definitely good, but it was definitely had this vibe of, with no crowd and no build for these matches, including I'll give you the best you have the Rhea Charlotte rematch that we've been waiting for on there, and people don't really care about it. It was kind of like shoehorned in, and then you also whatever. Then also you have Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens again, and you're like that's like such a high caliber of feud, those two, like they've never really successfully told that story. So just this pay-per-view was just kind of just a mess in that way. But both of the Cell matches were good. Bianca and Bayley, I thought like they had a good time in there. But yeah, it was a throwaway pay-per-view. We're just leading up to SummerSlam and then into Money in the Bank. But the interesting thing about Money in the Bank, I know we said his rematch in the Bank is, and you just said it, Riddle's qualified for that Money in the Bank match. He's a guy who could win the Money in the Bank briefcase. John Morrison, a guy who could win the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he beat Randy, by the way. Riddle beat Drew, and Morrison beat Randy. And then Ricochet beat AJ. And Ricochet in there, another guy who could win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So it looks like they're booking the Money in the Bank to be like, I have this feeling that it's not going to be someone. At least there's a Raw and a SmackDown. Is there a Raw? Is there 2 briefcases?
No, there's 8 contestants in each match.
Yes, right. You qualified.
So,
right. I'm sorry.
So 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. I'm actually very intrigued to see who they select for
SmackDown,
because man, imagine if Jay or Jimmy are in that, and they qualify, and then they just copy how Cow has gone down, gets the briefcase, holds on to it, never cashes in. I mean, that they're going down that, right? I mean, what booking that would be. Roman helps Jay or Jimmy to win, so they have the briefcase.
It's perfect booking for Roman. Roman's whole thing of helping his family out is always a fucking blast. He comes in, just tosses Dom and stuff. Like, it's really great. So we'll see. Money in the Bank's always exciting. They always blow the cash in. So like they haven't had a good cash in a long time. It's always kind of confusing why it seems like something that's almost unbotchable.
Yeah. The clear-cut choice is putting it on someone like Seth. You need to put it on someone that can hold it, that can make it meaningful, that can really carry it out. Otherwise, if they
Seth just do the heist again.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah. All right, let's move on over to AEW quick. So, Jake Hager and Wardlow had this cage match, a fucking blast.
Yes, that was really fun.
So awesome. And starting off the show with it, amazing.
I loved it. It was so fun. Here's what was good about it compared to, like, I was like, oh, WWE's never done something like this. And I was like, no, actually they have. They've had, like, when Shamrock was there and when Steve Blackman was there, they did, like, that stuff. And then they did the pit fight on NXT and stuff. The difference here, what made this pop, was it looked exactly like a UFC fight.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, they had the exact cage.
Yep.
And not to mention that Jake Hager is a shoot MMA fighter, so that helps a lot. But this looked like an MMA fight, and then it started like an MMA fight, like kind of like a traditional fight. Like, yeah, they weren't like that good at it, whatever. It wasn't like whatever because you're still, whatever. But then it just morphed into a wrestling match. It was fucking perfect. And then like Wardlow did a bounce punch off the cage, which we've seen before. Anthony Pettis did that, or did a kick like that? I don't know, a punch like that.
Superman
Right?
punches off the cage are very common in UFC.
Right, but not when they land like that because it was like shoot, like you know what I mean? Because it's gimmicked, Then he did a hurricane. Wardlow did a Hurricane Rana in an MMA match.
Yeah,
like that is exactly why I watch wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like blood sport shit. Like you can imagine like the moment where it's the crane kick from Karate Kid, fun.
Well, Josh Barnett does blood sport. So like I was really into this to see how they were going to take what Barnett does, like Moxley's been in those matches, big names in those matches, and transition into the cage. The cage was perfect. So sick.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Like I already made, this was a while ago, I made AEW one of my guys. But it's really kind of crazy.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you. How, like WWE, like really didn't like the way it shook out after the pandemic. Like the AEW was able to find itself necessarily during this like no crowd era, whereas WWE had to like scramble to fit their business model into this. So it's like Bane. It's like fucking, they're born in the darkness, right?
Talk about Forbidden Door.
adopted the cage match.
We'll talk about the Forbidden Door.
In it.
Man, think about the opportunities that...
By the time I heard 3 bells ring, I was a man. And the sound was blinding.
You merely adopted the MMA fight. I was born in it, molded
by it.
Crashed the plane. What's that? We will endure. That's the one line I know.
Jake Hager has never lost a cage fight. Why would you assume he would lose now?
Now let's move on to Jungle Boy. The sweet, sweet Jungle Boy. He will endure. He cannot cut a promo. This Jungle Boy is one of the least charismatic men to ever be in your AEW in your city. All right, what?
Well, what I said, what this does for AEW is...
I love Jungle Boy. I don't know why I picked on him because I was playing a heel there. But
talk about Forbidden Door. Like, I mean, if WWE was trying to attract
what a segue.
MMA
You
fighters...
segued to something we didn't say, but okay, go.
What do you mean?
Talk about a thing you... That's a great segue. Talking about a thing you weren't talking about.
Oh.
Picking up right on that. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was a funny gimmick, too. I like
Hey,
that
it was a
for you.
hey,
I love that
because
for
it's
you.
the fuckboy summer, baby. I do whatever
Absolutely,
I want.
absolutely.
So now think about what they could do with that, right? You get a guy like Daniel Cormier. You can get Brock over here. These guys know how to make it look even realer. They're probably not realer. They're probably not opposed to actually throwing down a little bit more aggressively to make it look good. I mean, if I'm Conor McGregor, I would go and be like, yo, give me $1 million. I'll fake fight whoever the fuck you want. Let's do this. Because it's perfect. And the display and the look of it, I mean, for a pay-per-view, that's easy for them to do also. So it's like, I mean, wow. Tony Khan is just on fire. He cannot be stopped. I mean, the Arthur Ashe Stadium Queens show that they're going to be doing in October or whatever it is, August. First time AEW's going to New York. I mean, it's Tony Khan. He really is fucking incredible. And they just keep adding more shit, and it just keeps working. That's why he's one of your guys.
So yeah, I mean, and then just having that whole cage match and then just like complete pandemonium, like MJF runs in the whole. It was just like that. It was just a fucking great time. It's just it hit on that like wrestling portal of like this is trash and I love it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I love it. And I start visualizing like when it would be like all of DX run down. You know what I mean? And it just
it's funny. We've seen this YouTube, TikTok boxing sensation, and like honestly, that's just as fake as wrestling shit. So like if they could build this up and build shit like for pay-per-views or have their own separate section, AW will fucking do it with that, and it will be super successful. Bring in Josh Barnett, have him run that section, do a show, put it only on Rampage, have one of those matches a night, Right. And now you can have the FTW title in there or whatever to create a new title. They're unstoppable. It's sick. It's awesome.
Where do you guys do with Andrade? That's my question about AEW right now. I mean, could you see a like? I mean, obviously he's got to come in and they'll want to have him just have some matches, like win some big matches. But would you want to see him get a Kenny feud going kind of right away, or maybe a Miro, like go right for one of those titles?
He should go right for Kenny. It's right. It's fine.
Right.
I would say that's a little outside of the scope of AEW.
He just can't beat Kenny. Like Kenny's not going to lose to him. That's the issue. And then, but he could have a really long feud with Miro and beat Miro in like the.
Do you want to see Andrade versus Miro, or do you want to see Andrade versus Kenny Omega?
Well, we're going to see that anyway, right? In AAA.
Yeah, but which would you rather see?
Actually, honestly, Andrade
like 'em
versus
both.
Miro. I like them kind of both, especially the way Miro's going right now too.
I like both, but it doesn't mean that we never see the
I
Kenny
think I know
match.
why Dan is hesitant to say he wants Andrade versus Kenny because he knows Andrade.
Are you
gonna
speaking for
lose.
me?
No,
Why are you
but I
speaking
could-
for me, bro?
I
Why are you
am,
speaking
yes.
for me?
Well, you spoke for me,
Oh
so I'll
my
speak
god!
for
Why
you.
are you speaking for me? Oh my god! Hypocrite, hypocrisy.
Well,
hypocrisy.
right now Kenny's not going to drop those titles, right?
Can
so
you hypocrisy me?
What's not for all the
I
titles?
don't think it needs him to go right after him now, but like build his way up. And in what 2-3 weeks, we've already seen a better version of Andrade. He's speaking for himself, giving him the subtitles, letting him speak his own language, dressing him up. That mask is sick.
yeah.
So already AEW is like, this guy is a world champion, and
Yo, Andrade is so hot, right?
Oh,
Yo.
ridiculous.
Sorry to
Ridiculous.
interrupt, but I was just thinking, like, that guy's a fucking stud. No,
oh, for a second,
Yes.
I thought you
That's
were
a
gonna-
guy. That's a guy who like how you ask chicks like about Randy Orton and you're surprised that some women aren't.
yeah.
Andrade, I do not feel like that would be a problem.
Andrade walks by me on the beach. This is how it goes.
El ídolo. Yeah.
Ready? We're all gonna go what to the right?
El ídolo.
You went the wrong way. Totally went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
We're going to the right.
You know,
Go to the right. Ready?
okay.
Ready?
Wait, what was that? Wait.
Andrade walks by. Mira que linda.
We
Ven
caliente.
Mira que linda Andrade.
I mean, now you get. I mean,
Viniendo a ti. Coming at ya.
talk about. Take my money.
But yo, but he has no charisma though. I'll be honest. Like,
But I think
that
he
guy
has
struggles.
charisma in a unique way. I think he's really gonna. Well, we haven't really seen it, right? So he's gonna
Yeah.
tap into it. I think. I'm so excited for it already. I think it's a great decision. You know.
Let's just see this guy go already.
Let's
You know,
see him
I
go.
forgot. I don't even know one of his moves. I don't. You know. All right. Anyway, exciting. He's just
Hammerlock
an exciting
DDT.
prospect.
Double knees into the corner.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about that, but I don't want to anymore. I
I
talk
don't
about
want
that.
to either. If it's not with the fuckboy summer vibe.
So well, yeah, because I skipped so much shit because of fuckboy summer partying and whatever. But all right, I got two more last things to talk about quick.
All
One
right.
thing, reading that Karrion Kross coming up without Scarlett is the rumor I'm reading. Is they're thinking about breaking them up?
What?
See ya,
Could he
buddy.
lose everything that's interesting about him?
That's great
instantly?
for her. That's great for her. 'Cause
Yeah.
she can wrestle. So she's staying down in NXT. Awesome.
She should just bring back the fucking smoke show gimmick, but it's close to the evolution.
Don't even get me started with that.
You don't like Dewdrop?
Save it for the bonus.
Why is it spelled that way?
I have
I
no
don't
idea.
know.
I was like, what is that?
I can tell you
Is it
why. You know
'cause-
why?
Because
Here's my
Even
theory.
Marie- Cross superhero. We'll talk about that in the bonus
Because
episode, too.
Eve
I have a
Marie
theory.
is illiterate. Is
I have a-
text negative?
I have a theory. I think that Vince doesn't like the fact that her name is Piper, and that it's Roddy Piper. So
Right.
he didn't want to call her that, and then they didn't know what to do, and then whatever.
But DOU drop?
I don't know what the fuck that even is.
What
What
the
is
fuck is that?
something?
No, do is DEW, daddy.
Like
That's how
DEW.
it's spelled.
Yo, Daddy, yo, Dewdrop.
Dow drop?
Dow Drop. It's like the Dow
the
Jones,
Dow
but
Drop.
it's not even spelled like Dow Jones. That's with a W. That's
Dow Drop?
DOW. This is DOU. Dewdrop.
It's upsetting to me.
Dewdrop, a dewdrop, a dewdrop.
On a visceral level. It's
Yeah.
upsetting.
Well, look, ultimately, WWE is in a weird zone right now, but I do think by SummerSlam they're gonna turn it around, and just getting the crowds back will go a huge way. So I'm kind of excited. Like, you know, we're missing Fiend, so Alexa stinks without Fiend. Like her whole thing stinks.
I mean, I don't think it stinks. It's just not optimized.
I'm not into it. Without Fiend, it's all pointless. It's all pointless without Fiend.
It's true.
'Cause I mean, look, it's so like, it makes me like actually like angry. You're like, they have no ability to handle a spooky boy anymore since Taker.
Right.
Like, you're like, you haven't. I know Alistair's like a spooky biker hybrid, whatever. But like, still, like Alistair,
He's gone.
he had like some mythology. They can't handle anything with that. like keeping that. And then like you look at AEW and they have like Sting, right? And you're like, all right, fine, like. I get it. You don't want to go deep into like Stingy and like, but you're like, but they don't want to go deep into like Sting theory, but they just don't even try. We're like, hey, WWE is like, some weeks we're gonna post you and literally call something part 1, and then you never see part 2. You know what I mean? So you're like, wait. So then like the everything they do with Fiend is like red herring. Like it's all just like pointless shit. And so you're like, man, that whole Fiend Orton feud was nothing. That whole thing that happened at Mania was nothing. Why not just let them have a regular match if you know you can't handle anything? You know
what it is that they have no plan. They just have an idea. So they're like, we're going to workshop it live on 3 hours of TV. That makes no fucking sense. That's what's going on. They're just like, yo, Mojo, let's do this mirror thing that you've been talking about. Let's give it a shot. And then they do it for 3 shows, and then he's gone.
It's stupid.
I mean,
the perfect plan. Fiend match, just to bring this up, was the Saudi Arabia show when he won the title off Rollins. Just do that again, where it's like he rises from the dead a couple times. You know what I mean? Like it's like you think he's dead, but he's not. Like he threw him off the stage and it exploded, but his hand came up. He's fine. It's like if you can't handle like the deep mythology of what the character want to do, then like just have it be like a fun in-ring gimmick or whatever. Right. Or you keep on these promos like, hey,
we're going somewhere. You know that we're going somewhere. And
So
that
choose your own
somewhere
adventure.
is a mental health break.
maybe. Like right? Like what, we have no idea where he went.
Yeah.
There's a couple things. They're definitely mailing it in right now. I mean, they are just fucking
Mailing it in, does that mean it's slower than phoning?
Yep.
They're trying to. They're crawling to the finish line to get back to these live shows. Like
They're horsing. They're horsing and carriaging it in.
And it feels like they're like waiting for the big moments to happen, and they're just like whatever, you know, like let's just do Drew and Bobby again. It's fine.
Right.
Bobby can go out on Raw and do another Hell in a Cell. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They're just doing. It
does.
fine.
It has that
Bobby
feeling of they have. It feels like they have the time to fill, but they don't have the things to fill it with. So they're like, fuck, we have this contractually obligated 3 hours of television, so we have to do something. Have them go out there and you know, touch each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Let's save the rest of my shit for the bonus episode this week. We got to get out of here. We sung our hearts out. But come on over to the Chaos episodes. I see all your. Everybody, start cranking it. This Phil's.
See, yo, Phil, take a screenshot of this. See.
I'm not ready for that. You gotta give me that.
Okay, all right. Let us know when you're ready. We're doing this live, folks. We're doing this live because this is too good.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Pose up. All right, no, hold on. Newman, you look down, and Tullo, you look to your left.
Right. We're still doing the episode right now.
And then,
we're taking a screenshot.
Yeah. Dan, and then you're gonna look left diagonal,
Down.
Is this
like down,
Like this?
down and to the left. Yeah, like that.
Feels
Okay,
like
ready? No, you're gonna look straight
straight
down,
down.
Newman, to like face the camera. Yeah. All right, ready? Okay, I got it.
I don't know if I did that right.
We
All
did
right,
it.
everybody. Thank you for listening to the episode. Coming at you. Coming on our bonus episode, the Chaos bonus episode. We already have a bunch of questions. Write your questions in the Discord. Patreon.com/MeansWrestling. We're answering your questions, talking about the topics we didn't talk about. I'm seeing 5 or 6 here that we got. Good shit. And have a great fuckboy summer. And we'll see you for our show. Whatever we're doing. I don't have any details yet, but something's happening in Vegas. Okay, we're there. We're doing a show. We're not getting it together. Okay, and yeah, check out Skylar's single "Without You," and yeah, everybody, thanks for listening, and hey, everybody, keep watching wrestling. Mwah. Kisses.
Ow!
Bye, guys.
Later. Oh man.